Welcome back to Infinite Fantasy, the show where we're going through all of Final Fantasy, everything, and ranking them based on how much we think they define Final Fantasy as a whole franchise.
Yep.
I'm Alex.
I'm Kevin.
Welcome to the show. Today we're talking... Someone's knocking at the door and ringing the doorbell. It's probably a salesperson.
Oh, yes.
They're back again.
Back.
They came back. That's crazy. Okay,
well, so nuts.
This is Infinite Fantasy. We'll just keep on rolling. Today we're here to talk. Let me pull up the actual name of this game because it's called the English translation is like Chocobo On The Job is what we played today, but it's Hataraku Chocobo. Hataraku Chocobo is what we played. Either it's translated like working Chocobo, Chocobo on the Job. This is a Wonder Swan color game, I think, or maybe it was just regular Wonder Swan. Released for Bandai. Wonder Swan also worked on the Wonder Swan color. Okay,
excellent,
cool. But before we do that, before we talk about that game, we'll get to the news. It's been a little while since we recorded. Also, it's been a little while since you've probably heard us.
Yeah.
Or maybe not, because I've just been taking a while to edit these episodes because I had a baby.
Yeah.
So
congratulations.
Thank you. So that's what's been... I mean, that's not the only... I'm not going to blame her for me not editing the podcast. That's just my own thing. But I'm getting to it. And more episodes will just be coming out back to back because we've recorded a couple at this point that haven't been released.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll get to the news. There hasn't been a ton of news since our last episode.
I don't think any games really have been announced.
Yeah, so we're still waiting on Dawn Trail, the expansion for Final Fantasy XIV is coming soon. We also have Kingdom Hearts came out on Steam. Yay. It was released on Steam, so you can buy it and you can get all the mods you want.
Buy it all again.
Buy it all again. I bought it on Epic Games already. I probably won't buy it on Steam, but I probably won't. That would be foolish of me.
I probably won't. I have it already.
Yeah, the 15th anniversary of 358 over 2 days.
Wow.
Kingdom Hearts 358. Great game.
Great game.
Love it. We got the 30th anniversary of Final Fantasy VI.
Wow.
Is this year. 30 years of that game.
Is
that true?
That's
Hold on,
crazy.
Let me look that up. That's sounds insane to me.
I feel like that sounds right, but that's nuts.
Yep, April 2nd, 1994.
Wow,
that's when that game came out.
Well, it happened. What a game!
What a game for 30 years. That's like an incredible game to be 30 years old. We have the Final Fantasy XIV gaming chair from Secret Lab is being released. You're seeing it on the screen. They got some lumbar pillows too that go with it. Keep that back safe.
Gotta get that support.
We got the Kingdom Hearts games also come with an exclusive Keyblade to the Steam version called Dead of Night.
Yes.
It looks kind of neat. It looks cool.
Yeah.
I'm down with it, but I'm not going to buy it on Steam probably because I own it like 5 times already.
No way.
Kingdom Hearts also, they're releasing an exclusive Kingdom Hearts Steam Deck signed by Tetsuya Nomura.
Yes.
So you can get that maybe if that contest is still going. I don't know if there's only one. I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think the contest might have ended.
Yeah, it probably ended.
But hey, congrats to whoever got that.
Yeah, you can enter for a chance to win the Steam Deck. So cool.
Nice.
Go ahead. Then there is the final piece of news is there's a board game coming out called Moogle Bounty Mayhem.
Oh, yeah.
I know nothing about this board game. It seems kind of cool. It looks like it might be like a Final Fantasy XIV thing, I'm assuming.
Okay.
But
love board games.
Board games are great. And we'll wait for that Moogle game to come out and we'll play it eventually.
Yeah.
But that's all for the news at the moment.
Yeah, not too much.
Let's talk about this game, Hataraku Chocobo. Working Chocobo, Chocobo on the Job. We probably don't have much to say about this game because there's not much to it.
Yeah.
But what did you think about it?
I thought it was nice.
Yeah.
I would say... So I guess let's explain it. So you play as it's like a farmer or something.
Yeah.
And you're trying to develop an area of land. And so you go and you capture chocobos and you assign them to either like collecting grass.
Yeah, collecting greens, collecting
water,
collecting logs or collecting rock or stone.
And certain chocobo are better with certain materials or certain areas. Like sometimes you'll see like the
red chocobo is like
I think he was good for
ore. He likes ore.
There's like a white chocobo that likes to be by the water. There are some areas that's like a forest with water, but then there are some areas that don't have any water.
Yeah. And so this is basically, I guess, if you're listening at home and you're like a board game fan, this is basically a worker placement board game is essentially what it is, because you're getting these little chocobos, placing them on the board. They're collecting resources for you, you know, like Catan style almost.
And it goes in rounds. And so it's kind of like you against 3 other people.
Yeah, 3 other computer players. Well, also, let's talk about the story real quick, because that's like nothing, so we can get through that. Sid, is there even a story? I don't know. You like show up to a new town. Sid's like, we need to develop this area because there's not a lot of farming going on here. We need to really get the fields going. So it's like I guess a contest to get the fields, to get resources. I don't really know.
Sid is in a way like the banker.
Yeah, he's the banker of the game.
He's like
This is also Sid specifically from the Chocobo dungeon games.
Yes.
That's the model that we're looking at.
But it's like, in a way, he is the economy or something like that. Like
he works for like some company that's like we played a fan translation of this game, so we're not really sure. There's not really much story, so it doesn't really matter.
There really isn't story. I guess most of what we're getting is just like within the context of the game.
Yeah.
But he does say like the store's empty or something. Like there's like a thing that you do at the end of each round or year,
like an auction phase.
Yeah,
where either the store or the company or whoever Sid's working for is like auctioning off new resources for you to use. So the 4 main resources, you got greens, which you use to feed your chocobos. So if you don't have enough, you're not harvesting enough greens at the end of the round, which each round is a year in the story, your chocobo will run away from you because you don't have enough greens to feed them. You got wood and stone are used to assign chocobo to tasks.
Yep.
So you use them if you want them to be like a woodcutter or a ore getter or something. And then water is your resource for how many actions you can take each turn. So the more water you have, the more you can do in your turn.
And you always got to go for water first round.
Got to go water first round. That's what the people don't tell you.
Yep.
The people, they'd say go for greens. No. You go for water because you want those action points.
Precious time.
Yes. Because all these other fools, all these computer players, they're doing 1, 2 things per round. We're assigning a chocobo to a task. We're putting them in a place. We're getting a wild chocobo. We're assigning them to a task, putting them in a place. Like, we're already 3 steps ahead at this point.
And at the end of the round, we have 4 chocobos. They have like 1 or 2.
And that's the alpha mindset that you gotta subscribe to. Set. Yeah, it's the grind set. You gotta get that water.
Yep. But it's really like that is the gist of the game.
Yeah.
But with these like areas that you're developing, it's like each area takes like 4 or 5 years, and once you get further in the game, some take like 6, 7, 8 years.
Yeah, and you unlock new areas, but they're all basically the same thing.
Yeah.
They're all like just 8 spots on the board. They all have their own attributes. You put Chocobo there. Chocobo get a bonus if they're the only one in the location. So if they're just alone in that spot, then they'll get like a harvest bonus.
At the end of the entire harvest, at the end of every year, if you don't win, you get to pick 3 chocobo to keep in your like home farm. But if you do win, you get to pick 4.
Yes, and you only bring 3 chocobo with you at the start of each round. But they also, the more times you use them in a round and bring them back to your farm, they gain more stars. And I think that maybe gives you a boost to harvesting. I'm not really sure.
We couldn't really tell.
Yeah, it didn't really make much of a difference. But there's also, in between each round, like we said, there's like an auction phase. And Sid auctions off. He's like, here's 2 stone. What do you guys want for it? And we trade our resources. And a lot of the times, the stone's the best thing to have because the other 3 resources rot. They like will go away after a certain amount of turns. And the goal is to have the most resources at the end of the game. So you want those stones. But the NPCs, they do not bid for the stone.
Yeah.
So you can just bid 1 green for like 2 stone every time and get it every time. That's the way you do it. See, rule number 1: always go water first. Rule number 1 of the alpha grinds, the Chocobo alpha grind set: go water first. Rule number 2: you gotta bid for the stone.
Yes, of course.
Bid on that stone.
And the best part is during the bidding, you can bid up the CPUs, but they do not have like the AI to bid you up. They don't understand what that means.
If they don't want it, they will not bid.
But if they want it, they will keep bidding. Like you can just make them use their resources.
Yeah.
And you can just get everything.
It's so good. And then sometimes the NPCs like won't do anything on their turn. There was like one of the last rounds we did. The guy had like 2 Chocobo on the board when we had like 6 or something.
Yeah.
And he just kept they kept running away because he wasn't harvesting any greens.
Yep.
And then sometimes the NPCs go crazy too.
Yeah, there were times where we just got completely destroyed. So I'm not exactly sure. Like, I don't know if it's just the like accumulation of like items that boosts your stat,
no idea.
Like your number. I don't know if that's it, but that it seemed like it.
Yeah. That's how we were winning anyway. But you get, when you win, or even when you play, if you don't win, you get medals. And the more medals you have, that's what unlocks new locations on the map. And like we said, the locations aren't different in any way.
Just
basically.
The name.
Yeah. And the like difficulty and how many years or how many rounds you play is what's different. But yeah, I mean, like, what else is there to even? Oh, the characters you play as also have special abilities. We just like played as the same character every time, which was a character who got like a boost to harvesting greens. I think is what our like person was. But you could choose other people. They had other abilities. I don't remember what they were though.
Also, in between years, there's like an event that will happen every time, and like it could be like. Water is boosted, or water production is boosted, log production is boosted, but it could also be like a behemoth comes through and destroys the area, and there's no more chocobos in that one specific area anymore.
Honestly, I feel like this would make a good board game. I feel like they could make this into like a fun resource board game, if they wanted to. But obviously, this is a game from like the year 2000, so no one remembers it at all. It's 24 years old at this point.
I think we're probably the only 2 people thinking of this game.
At the moment, yes. So we could pitch it to Square Enix.
Yeah.
They're making board games.
That's true.
Make a working Chocobo board game. I think he could easily do it.
I think it would be good.
I could do it right now.
Let's do it right now.
But yeah, that's basically what it is. It's just a board game you're playing.
Yeah.
And but it was fun.
It's not bad. It's just like it didn't have enough story or like Final Fantasy element. It kind of felt like what was it, Chocobo Stallion, where it was like a previous game that they skinned over to be Final Fantasy. It almost seemed like that to me, but it wasn't.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think I have anything else to say about this game really. Like it's pretty simple. There's not much to it. It was easy to get through. I recommend it, I guess. Like it was a fun little thing to try out.
Yeah.
But let's rank it. Oh, bumped the mic a little bit. Let's rank it on our list of rankings. Okay, we had to like listen to our old episodes because I forgot to update our list, our current rankings.
Yep.
So let's go on the most enjoyable list. How much did we enjoy this game? Let's start at the bottom, I think, because it was fine. But I don't know.
You know, I feel like looking at this, we need to make a change.
We do? Well, we can't change it. It's already set in stone.
I think someday once we get far enough,
maybe we'll do a remake.
Not remake, but just like a revision episode or something.
But why? What are you thinking?
Because I think that all the Legend games are better than Stallion.
Really? Well, see, that's what I was just listening to the episode over there, and because it was me who argued that because I liked Stallion.
Oh, so you argued that Stallion is better. Okay. So
I argued that Stallion's better than the Legend games.
I guess that
was on me.
I guess we'll get to that point eventually.
Yeah.
But for now, I do think that this one is over Stallion.
Yeah.
In enjoyable. Because I would definitely rather play this again. But
sure,
we didn't have a translation for Stallion, and I think that was like the big downfall of it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay. I guess I'll concede this time that Stallion is below that, but then is this above Dice to Chocobo? No way, right?
I don't think so. I think
Dice to Chocobo is great.
I think I enjoyed that kind of like board game more than this kind of one.
Yeah, I think so. So it's gonna go. It's the new, and I'm putting it on the list this time, so we don't have to go back. It's the new number 20 on the list. Chocobo on the Job is the new number 20 most enjoyable Final Fantasy game. Now, let's go to most Final Fantasy. Where's this going to rank? This has like nothing.
Yeah.
It's got Chocobos. It's got Sid.
It has some enemies.
Yeah, some monsters come. Like sometimes there's a behemoth that comes, like you said, and like destroys the spot.
Or I've seen Tonberries.
Yeah.
But it's like they don't apply anything to like the actual gameplay.
Yeah, it's just a picture, basically. There's not like there's that's really it. It's just like I feel like this is going kind of in the same slot as like a Chocobo Stallion again. It's like kind of in the same vein of that, because that one was also like a reskin of an existing game that they just put Chocobos on, and that kind of is what this feels like. It's like this game could not have Chocobos in it. It could not be a Final Fantasy game, and it would still be like exactly the same.
Yeah, but I do think it is slightly more than Stallion.
Yeah, I agree to that. There's a little bit there. It at least has Sid.
It has other enemies or monsters or whatever that aren't a Chocobo.
The NPCs kind of look like black mages sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah. What about Final Fantasy Legend 2? Is it above that? What does Final Fantasy Legend 2 even like have going for it? I don't even remember.
I know that.
Is there anything Final Fantasy in that?
I feel like that is the one I barely remember.
Yeah. Is this the one where your like dad is there?
Yes, you're searching for your missing dad.
Okay. Yeah, this one was kind of weird. Like there's like a tower, your dad goes missing, you're going up the tower.
Yes. And
I think this one's above this then. Because this one has like barely any Final Fantasy stuff in it.
It seems like a different
Because again, the Legend games, if you don't know, if you didn't listen to our previous episodes, go listen to the previous episodes.
Oh yes.
The Legend games are not even Final Fantasy games. They are Saga games that were called Final Fantasy in North America to sell more copies. Yep. So I think I'll put it above Legend 2.
Mm-hmm.
But Final Fantasy Adventure,
I definitely
this one was the Zelda style one.
I still feel like Adventure,
which was also again another game that isn't a Final Fantasy game. It's a Mana game.
But even
but it was marketed as Final Fantasy in North America.
I still think that Final Fantasy Adventure is more Final Fantasy than this.
There's like, I think if I remember, there's like a couple enemies that are like similar to enemies in Final Fantasy in that game,
and it's more of an RPG. I don't know what kind of game you would call. I guess you said like a.
It's like a Zelda style. Oh yeah, like a worker placement board game kind of thing.
Like it's not. There's no RPG element.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So I feel like right below Adventure is a good spot. Adventure.
Yeah, I'll agree to that. So, but again, there's Chocobos and Sid in this one.
There are.
There's Chocobos and Sid, and so I'm thinking like if you're to show somebody who's never heard of Final Fantasy or played a Final Fantasy game, if I had to choose between showing them Final Fantasy Adventure or this game to show them what the franchise is about, I think I'd show them Chocobo on the Job.
I'd say it. I agree.
So let's go up. But then Final Fantasy Legend,
I think
this is the one with the creator.
I still think it goes past
that.
I think so.
Okay, let's go. Final Fantasy Legend 3,
passed again.
The Final Fantasy 2, the book.
That's a hard.
I wouldn't give someone the book.
I wouldn't either.
So let's keep going. Chocobo's Mysterious Dungeon. It can't go further
no way.
Than that. There's no way.
It has to stop there. It's literally drawing from that game.
Yeah, as like a stylistic thing.
It can't be more than the game it took inspiration from.
So Chocobo on the Job is going at the new number 18 most Final Fantasy thing.
Oh yes.
And that's the episode, that's the rankings, that's Chocobo on the Job, Hataraku Chocobo, working Chocobo. If you have a Wonder Swan, go check it out.
Yeah. Or get the emulator.
The fan translation. It's good. It's fun. Check it out a little bit.
Play it for a good hour or two.
Yeah, give it a round. Bid on some stone. Go water first. And that's all, I guess. Do you have anything else to say?
No, I feel like it was good. Like,
yeah.
I definitely would play it again.
Yeah, I would try another round.
Not
maybe.
for that long.
No, definitely not.
Like, we don't need to... I think you needed to get, like, 80 points or something to, like, technically be done with the game or have done all of the areas. We could just play, like, 1 or 2 times.
Yeah, definitely. It would be fun to do, like, a multiplayer. Again, make it into a board game.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
Like, and I don't even know if, like, when we turned on, if there's a multiplayer option.
I don't think so, yeah.
There's 4 players.
Yeah.
Make it multiplayer or something.
Be cool.
Yeah. I think it's a good idea for a game.
Maybe release, like, a little collection that's like a Chocobo, like they did with the PlayStation, the Chocobo collection. But do that maybe like a remaster collection of a lot of old Chocobo games. Ooh, yeah.
That could be good because
you could re-release Dice to Chocobo. You could re-release Stallion in English.
Yeah, have all the Wonder Swan games on a Switch collection.
That'd be neat.
I think that's a great idea.
They'll never do it, but that'd be cool.
Wonder Swan, like what do you call the like NES and the SNES things? But like have a Wonder Swan,
a Super Wonder Swan.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah. Well, anyway. That's it. And as we always say at the end of the episode,
every time,
go water first.
Yes, go water first.
Go water first.
Go water first.
Every time.
You don't even get it till you try it.
Yeah. All right. See you later.